Okay, so it's 11 o'clock at night. I've got my computer's been off for the past couple of hours. I'm not running anything in the background, and I just checked my internet connection by streaming part of an episode of Stranger Things, and it seems to be perfectly fine. So I'm gonna try this live stream review thing. Uh, you know, again. So we're up to Superman Rebirth issue number 5. And this and I like this cover, even though it makes it look like Superman is into some really kinky. Superman and Batman are into some really kinky stuff in their personal lives. The only thing I don't like is, as you can see, this Superman logo just shoved in the side of it. I don't think it's needed. You don't need to put the Superman logo on it just because it's comic, especially when it looks like it was just thrown on there as an afterthought. I mean, it looks like something I would do when my family got our first computer and it has some photo editing software, and I just thought I needed to throw. I just thought the way to make something look cool would, I was like, what, I think 11, and I thought the key to making something cool was to just throw, clip art everywhere. That's what it looks like. It looks like clip art that was shoved in at the last minute. I think the Superman name up there is enough. But anyway, as you remember, last issue, as you may or may not remember, the Eradicator, who is imprisoning Kryptonian souls and trying to purify Krypton or something, was going kept coming after Superman. So he put Lois and John in an airtight sub. I really don't think this would work in real life. But you'd have to ask an NASA scientist if taking an airtight sub full of oxygen to the moon would work. Or if they'd just die. But anyway. 238,900 miles from Earth. Look! A lunar module and a rover. You can still hear me. It's the Marsh of Decay site where Apollo 15 landed. I can see the plaque they left behind. Can you still hear me, Clark? Loud and clear. How long before we get where we're going? A few minutes. You okay? Check out the flag, Mom. It's close enough to touch. Yeah, in real life, that's gone white from solar radiation because there isn't an atmosphere on the moon. That's nice, Jonathan. And yes, Clark, I'm fine. And I don't know what lunar module he thinks is left. I guess maybe it's supposed to be. I guess maybe it's supposed to be the part that was left there, because the part with the astronauts there, the landing gear, because everything but the landing gear on the lunar modules went back up to the capsule. That's how the astronauts got back up and back to Earth. Just didn't think we'd be facing the Eradicator and going to the moon all in one day. And there's a little bit of problem with the artwork in this issue. And that is, they made Jonathan look like a girl. I'm sorry, but they did. It looks like he got collagen injections, and his eyes get really big, and they seem to have changed color, and I'm sorry, but it makes him look like a girl. And his hands are smaller than in any other issue I've seen. I haven't seen this happen before. And I didn't see this happen before, and I can't think of an issue where it happened since. But, yeah, I mean, just look at him in profile here. He looks like a girl. He looks like a girl with a short haircut. I don't know how this got through, but I think they must have caught it, because this mistake was never repeated. I know you've got a lot on your mind, darling, but a little tour guiding would go a long way to keep me from getting nervous about the sudden absence of light outside. We've crossed over to the dark side. There is no dark side of the moon. I'm not going to bore you with all the science on how that's a fallacy. NASA or any other satellites can't pick us up. Dad, why do we run and leave all those people with the Eradicator? Sun Tzu said, he will win who knows when to fight and knows when not to fight. Knows when not to fight. Apparently he and Riker went to the same military college. At least he can impress the Guardian of Forever, or whatever that guy was called in that first Ferengi episode of Next Generation. Son who? Your father's taking this battle to another place to keep Metropolis safe. A place that allows him to not hold back. Your mother's got it right, kiddo. And also because any direct battle with Eradicator could be making it worse for the Kryptonian souls he's got trapped inside him. And I need to hide you both so I can take care of the Eradicator. So you're putting us in a crater? It's still a work in progress. Not completely up and running yet. Slip into your seat harness. We're headed down. How did you find this place, Clark? Took a page from Batman's playbook. Got tired of him shadowing me, so I decided to shadow him a few times. I ended up secretly trailing him here, and discovered he's been busy. Access tunnel sealed and pressurized. O2 levels equalized and safe for breathing. Working on experiments and equipment that, if it all went sideways, wouldn't put innocents at risk in Gotham. What's that horrible sound? Did we set off the alarm? No need to worry. They're just basic sentry probes on attack mode. Yeah, no, to protect his Batcave. I hate bats on the moon. Jeez. Just as much as I do on the farm. Son of Superman, Part 5. Peter J. Tasomi and Patrick Gleason story. And here's something I have to ask. How much is Bruce Wayne embezzling from Wayne Enterprises to cover this up? How big is Wayne Enterprises' budget that you can hide that nobody can trace you spending money on a freaking moon fortress? You know, that's one of the reason why we're getting this Space Force is we're afraid that China is going to weaponize the moon. Can you just imagine the international repercussions if they found out some rogue billionaire was setting up a base complete with sentry robots? Good night, I don't even want to think about what the fallout would be from that. I'm pretty sure there would be a war. Yeah, we get a war. That's it. We're getting a war. This cave is huge. The amount of work. I've scanned the area, but be careful and don't touch anything. Why don't you just call in the Justice League, Dad? We could have a team up and kick the Eradicator's butt together. No, John. This is a Kryptonian matter. A family affair. The League suspects you have powers, and I don't want to involve them at this point. And to be honest, I am not ready for you to grow up so fast and step into that world. It was risky enough zipping around Metropolis. You're right, Dad. Maybe I'm not ready. Clark, our son has been made ready to handle himself and deal with whatever comes his way. The more we overprotect him, the bigger our disservice. It's literally a new world. John needs you to be his Obi-Wan. And Lois's lips seem to have gotten bigger too. I have no idea what's going on here, but with the art, but good night. Could they do something about it? Because it's just getting worse and worse. I mean, really. I have no idea who this Obi-Wan is, but the only thing that your son, Jonathan, needs is to be eradicated. Yeah, that'll definitely help. Run! Find cover! We cannot be stopped. We are all inside us once again. Your Kryptonian brothers and sisters call out to you, and you still ignore us. I'm scared, Mom. How are we going to help Dad? Me too. And I don't know, unless we find something here we can... Kal-El debases his inner soul. The longer he remains in both your presence, his love for you will kill him. My love for them is more powerful than you, but not more powerful than idiot editors and who hire washed up Marvel hacks. That's what we're learning here. You defy your heritage. Your blood is our blood. Our blood is your blood. Shut up. That is why you do not fight with full force. You are fearful of harming the Kryptonians inside us. We are your home. Your home is you. Ah! Dad, no! It is accomplished. Bring my dad back, you creep! Spit him out! The son of Jor-El is with his loved ones. Open your mouth, or I'll open it for you. But he messed with the wrong Superboy. Persistent. Incredibly persistent. Obviously a dominant trait from your Kryptonian side. Stay away! Yeah, that went well, Lois. But yeah, I wouldn't be so sure that it's from his Kryptonian side as it is from his human side, knowing Lois. And her father, come to think of it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that whole thing is from his is from the Lane side of his family. Your birth was not of your own choosing, but you could allow your own death to be. You would have our respect. Yeah, just what I want. Respect from the guy who kills me. I think not. I don't care.